So Robbie, congratulations. Not only have we beaten every single team in this league this season, we've also gone and broken the points record for the entire division. It's an incredible achievement, isn't it?
Yeah, officially the greatest ever team at this level of football. 106 points. It's just remarkable what that team, those players, have achieved this season. There was huge pressure. There was a negativity when I took the job, from some of our own. But what that team have enabled us to do is prove doubters wrong. And I'm so pleased for them, so pleased, for me and my family that, I think me and my staff know what we're doing. All we've done is try to educate, enable our team to go out onto the pitch tactically, to give the best of themselves. They crossed the white line. They have been absolutely incredible. Great game today. We'll come on to that in a minute. But the achievements, not only to win the league, because that was huge pressure, to win the league, but to go and smash every single record that's ever been from Macclesfield FC from the league is remarkable. The greatest team ever. Just let that sink in at this level of football. I think since the league was formed in 1960, I might be wrong. Those group of players, I owe them everything. There was huge pressure. And the reason why I wanted to give them the first opportunity to sign new contracts, because we're together, we're like a family in there. And we want to do it together next year. People have said to me, why don't you be more ruthless and bring more players in? No, because they're good enough. They've proved that this season. They'll be good enough next season. And we want to do it together. And they deserve the first opportunity. I'm delighted that they've all signed. I believe in them. They believe in me, obviously, and my staff. And I couldn't be prouder of that group in there. And they're so tight together. And you've seen the best thing about today was not the free-flowing, creating 25 chances. Yes, we should got to be more ruthless in the final third. It was when we conceded, there was about 6 or 7 blocks when it was a scramble, throwing themselves on the line. People talk about money and budgets. That doesn't buy money. That doesn't buy, budgets don't buy that kind of endeavour, that desire, that willingness to throw yourself in front of things. And what big budgets don't give you, Ben, is the right to win leagues. Yeah, what we've done is incredible, and I'm proud of my group.
Today's performance really epitomises everything we've done this season. Relentless, going for every single second ball. Leek have made it tough for us today, but we stuck with it, didn't we?
I thought the first 20 minutes, and I've said to the players in there, since we won the league, me and my staff will continue to do the right things. We'll watch the videos, we'll give you a game plan. It's up to you to go and implement it on the pitch. We went to a 4-3-3 today, because when Leek come to us and played a 4-2-4 and pressed us high, we just thought, right, how can we nullify them? How can we get through them? So we went with a 4-3-3. Rooney is the 6 and 2 8s. And when Rooney kept dropping in, you have a decision to make. If they're going 4-4, does one of the midfield players goes on John? Because that's where we create overload. If they do that, one of the 8s should become free. Or Duffy comes in to be the extra 10 and Kenji on the outside. So tactically, yeah, I thought their manager got the better of me in the first game. Today, I think we had the better of them in terms of the way we played. And the first 20 minutes was such unbelievable football in that 4-3-3. They couldn't cope with us. We should have been 4 or 5. We weren't. They get a penalty sloppy from us. And I think when we went 2-0 up, it became too easy. And then, with the rain, the pitch was slippy and become a bit drier. You had to punch your passes in. We stopped doing that. Their goal, Roons has lost the ball. Listen, Roons can make a mistake. He's allowed one. He's been magnificent all season, but he held his hands up in there. But then Trey's squared up. You've got to move your body. You've got to be, showing him one way. He was square. The boy did him, and it was a stonewall penalty. Good penalty from Hursty. But then you have to finish the game off 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chances, picking their own pass, hitting the crossbar. But again, they held out. And now, as you say, beat every single team in this league is, wow, I didn't think it would be this good. It's the players that deserve all the credit.
106 points has a really nice ring to it, but obviously it could be even more than that next Saturday as we come back home.
109 points in a season. Could be this, and we got a good week now. I've given the lads Thursday off. But today was tactically, I've got to get better tactically. I've got to get better. My staff helped me, John and Nige and Bandy. Danny, all my coaching staff help me. I've got a lot to learn, but I think I can see stuff happening in games. We make the right change at the certain times. But today was for me. People said, was it revenge today against Leek? It wasn't revenge. It was, can I get the better of a manager who got the better of me in the first game? And I thought, as a team, collectively, we did. We can play a 3-5-2, 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, with Duffy coming in, Kenji on the outside, Danny Elliott getting his 40th goal. Duff scored again. So again, we are a machine at this level. And again, when you see social media and when you see the narrative about budgets, again, it's brilliant. But when you're bringing in over 3,500, 4,000 fans on an average, when you're bringing in over £500,000 in sponsorship, when you get the merchandise we sell, when we've got the owners we have, we're having a go. We've had a goal since day one. Nobody can blame us for that. Everybody in the same situation will do the same thing. But what it can't get your budgets is a guaranteed success. And what we've done this year is every training session, every time we cross that white line, the lads give me everything. And that's all I ask. And the running stats on Saturday were the best they've ever been. Today, I made sure that, we made changes on Saturday at home to Ilkeston. The lads who come in today were outstanding. And again, we were deserved winners like they were in the first game. But I don't think this record, this team, if you can get to 109, will ever be broken. And they've created a legacy. We've created history today as a team who are the best ever. Just let that sink in once again. The greatest ever team. And I was doubted. And, again, I just hope that the people who doubted me are eating their words, because it's sweet. It's sweet. It's my football club. It's our football club. It's the fans' football club. And, and next year we'll lose games of football. We will. But Leek have been brilliant with us today. John, the chairman. The fans give me a bit of stick. But again, lifting a trophy in front of them at the end. And our fans, 1,000 that side, was brilliant. It was an entertaining game. Credit their manager. He's passionate, he cares, he's got great ideas about football. But for me personally, it's nice to tactically get the better of somebody who got the better of me in the first game. So I wish them well, but you're not going to come up against this machine probably ever again at this level. So we're delighted.
And Saturday, obviously, it's going to be a special moment for you, your staff, and all the players as we get the Northern Premier League trophy at home against Whitby.
Yeah, it's going to be. Hopefully, we'll have a sellout. Over 5,000 there. Please come and support these lads. Come and see them. History's been made. You can be part of history to get 109 points. You can see that group in there lift trophies, and for them, for their families to be there. And ever since the disappointment of Marine, when I'm receiving, social media posts from players who have gone up, from players' phones, from CEOs' phones of celebrations when other teams have gone up, that's fuel to my fire. We're not going to do that. We're going to keep it in our house, keep in our bubble. Let everybody else talk about us. We go up humbly. And those players, we be professional at all times, whether you win the league or not. Enjoy it with your teammates. Don't go on your phones and send pictures to other people. No, have a bit of respect, which I will, which my club will. And again, those moments after that game was fuel to our fire, and the lads have been absolutely relentless. And I've kept my mouth shut, and rightly so, because it's about us. But those pictures in my mind of celebrations, which get sent to me, really fueled us this season. And again, what an occasion it's going to be next Saturday. 109 points, could be. Wow, I never thought that would happen, Ben. I'm sure you didn't, but it's a huge thank you to all my staff, all our fans. We're a massive football club at these levels, and there will always be a jealousy and an envy, but who wouldn't do what we do in the same position? We're having a go. We're going to have a go next year, and let's see where we can get to. But me and my group, me and my staff, me and my team are going to give it everything we can again. And if we come up short, all Mac fans need to know is that this is our football club. I understand it. I know what they've been through, and we'll get things wrong last year, and we're going to get a lot more wrong, but it won't be for the want to try and do everything right. And let's go and see if we can win the league above.